Hey, y'all. I'm just waiting for a few more people to get the notification that we're live. I'm doing our usual sound check and video check and all that good stuff. And that's when I like to let everyone know what the game plan is for the evening. Guys, if you're watching right now, do me a huge favor. If you would pop into the comments and let me know how the audio is, if you can hear me okay. I'm using a different mic. And before I go fish my other one out of the car, we're going to see if this one doesn't do the trick. All right, people are getting notifications and jumping on, so we'll go ahead and get our feet wet. For those of you who don't know, this is Bridget at Horse Auctions USA. Happy New Year. Thank you, Michael. Happy New Year, everyone. This is our first sale back of the new year here at Jones Livestock in Jones, Oklahoma. For those of you watching on a platform other than the Jones Livestock Facebook page, you may not be aware of this, but Jones Livestock is located in Jones, Oklahoma, which is just outside of Oklahoma City. And on Thursday nights, we have a weekly livestock auction here. So they sell tack, which is what you're looking at now in the ring, starting at 6. And they'll sell some chickens and stuff at that time as well. When they finish up with the inside items, they'll go outside to sell equipment and whatnot. And when that's all done, we're going to sell livestock: goats, cattle, sheep, horses, mules, donkeys, ponies, sometimes llamas, alpacas, all kinds of stuff. You just never know what you're going to see. So that's every Thursday night here at Jones. But on the first Thursday of the month, we are live online here on Horse Auctions USA. Oh, thank you, Jim, also. Good. I just wanted to make sure this mic was going to work. I hoped it would. Hi, Joe. Hello, Wyoming. I bet you're colder than we are in Oklahoma. So yeah, it's the first Thursday of the month. That means we're live online. So kind of a quick rundown of what the game plan is tonight. I know we didn't have a ton of stuff posted on Facebook this week with the holidays and everything. People kind of just getting around. It was just tough for people to get stuff into us. So we do have quite a few cattle in the back, quite a few goats and sheep, donkeys, mules, ponies. If you're in the market for a pony, we've got quite a few of them back there, and riding horses. So again, I know we don't have quite as many advertised ahead as we normally do. It's just, coming off the holiday lull, but we will have plenty of animals here tonight. I'm going to switch your view, you guys, so you can see the online bidding. I do a little online bidding video tutorial for our new folks. And for those of you who have been with us before, this will probably be a lot of review. So before I actually jump into that, so I don't bore my tried and true bidders, usually I take this time to kind of let you guys know what the game plan is, because our start times vary so wildly because it's dependent on the stuff that we've got. Gonna say tonight, plan on us going live with livestock between 8:30 and 9, probably closer to 8:30 than 9. And if it looks like it's going to be earlier than that, I'll definitely jump on and shoot you guys a message to let you know. But right now, after kind of taking a poll of everybody, we're thinking 8:30 to 9 is when the livestock will start tonight. So it's not going to be one of those crazy late nights. I'm sure everyone's very thankful for that. So that's the basics there. Let's jump into online bidding. Let me change your view, you guys, so you can see my computer screen. There you go. So now you should be looking at what I'm looking at. So let's talk about that online bidding and all of that good stuff. First, if you're watching on a platform other than the Jones Livestock Facebook page and you do not currently like and follow Jones Livestock on Facebook, what in the world are you waiting for? This is the page, Jones Livestock Auction. Pop on over and give it a like so you don't miss the stuff. Angie's been going back there all day and getting, photo updates. So a lot of these creatures. There's a bunch of cattle on here that were just added this afternoon. You're not going to see those in the online catalog yet. I'm just waiting for us to get their hip tags because they haven't actually arrived yet. They're en route. So like all these cattle, as soon as I've got hip tag numbers for them, they'll be in the online catalog. Okay, so that's Facebook. Let's talk about online bidding and how we do that. So two different ways. You can either bid on your computer or on the Horse Auctions USA app. Okay, so to get the app, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can go to the Google Chrome the App Store for iPhones or the Play Store for Androids, or you can go to horseauctionsusa.com, which is where I'm at right now here, and you can click on this over here in the right-hand corner, our app. Of course, you want to be doing this from the device you want to download on. There's direct download links right there. Okay, so if you're using an Apple product, obviously this one. If you're using an Android, this one. If you're not going to do that, if you are going to use the search, just go to the store for your device and type in Horse Auctions with an S at the end, USA. That's our logo. It'll pop right up and it will say get or install, and you're off to the races. Free to download, free to use. Guys, if you're not a super, snifty with your smartphone and you're afraid it's smarter than you and you're worried you won't be able to use the app, don't be afraid of this app. It's very, very user friendly. It's just really well laid out for mobile devices. If you're going to use a tablet or a phone to bid, I do recommend the app. It's got a really nice interface and it's laid out for a mobile device. Again, super, super user friendly. My guys who have flip phones can operate it. So if there's hope for them, there's hope for you. If you don't want to use the app, you can bid on your computer. So it'll work in any browser. Edge, Chrome, Firefox, Safari, whatever you like. I like to use Chrome because it tends to be the most up-to-date browser. But again, whatever browser your little heart desires will be just fine. You're going to open your address bar and type bid, B-I-D with a period, then Horse Auctions, S at the end, USA.com, and enter. So whether you are on the computer or on the app, the rest of this is pretty much the same. That's going to bring you to our landing page. Again, we're Horse Auctions USA, so we're all over the place, and you're going to see all kinds of sales, right? What we're talking about today is Jones. So you're going to click View Auction under Jones Livestock. The only difference in the app is that these are laid out vertically, to fit your phone. So again, View Auction. And then you can navigate the index. A word about goats. You're going to see goat information lot here. And when you click on it and scroll through, it's going to show you pictures of a bunch of the advertised goats, right? And we got a bunch of them. There's some cute ones here today. Oh my goodness, there's some cute goats. And then if you kind of scroll through this, it'll talk to you about the goats a little bit. And then I've got a little listing of just some of the advertised ahead. We have many, many more goats than these. But just those are some that I absolutely know the descriptions of. So here's the scoop on goats, guys. This is, as the name implies, a horse auction site, right? It's designed to work for catalog horse sales. So the way we sell goats, with few exceptions, are times the money, right? Might be 3 goats in the ring, might be 5 goats in the ring. However many goats in the ring, it's that many times your bid. So if the bid's, I'm going to use small round numbers, $20, and there's 3 goats in the ring, right? Then it's $60, just so everyone understands. With goats, that's pretty much how it's done. We will sell some individual goats, and I'll be very clear when we're doing that. However, because of the way we do goats and how fast they go, the tag numbers in the computer when you're bidding online tonight are just going to say goat/sheep, right? And those tag numbers may not actually match the tag numbers of the goats that are in the ring. You're bidding on the goats that you're seeing on the live feed tonight. Those are those goats, but you just ignore the tag numbers. The reason for that is by the time if I have to use the actual tag numbers that are on them, by the time we get the individual tag numbers and I get all those lots opened, the auctioneer's done sold them. So that doesn't work very good. The clerk will have the actual tag numbers down on her side, but just so you guys can bid, just don't get hung up on the number, just on the goats. When we get into cattle and horses and whatnot, you'll have the actual tag numbers, okay? Again, like I said, you can just kind of go down through and look, and then you're going to find some animals with big top, like these big numbers, these 5-digit numbers. They're not checked in yet, so I don't have their actual tags assigned. Like I said, you don't see a ton of stuff here yet. That's because I haven't uploaded all of the other tags yet. So usually between 6 and 7, I will load all the tags. So when you get on later this evening, you're going to see a whole bunch more lots here, right? I think that, this says we've only got 28 uploaded now. There's a lot of stuff here. I do those all in one big bulk, right? So you're going to see a bunch of tag numbers populate sometime between 6 and 7 tonight. The information lot is here, so you can click on that. It'll tell you all about the sale and a little bit about online bidding. A lot of the frequently asked questions people have will be answered in this lot. The other thing that this lot is really nice for is this is a practice bidding lot. So you can place some practice bids and get a feel for things. Sometimes I'm able to open this just before we actually start and let you guys practice live. If I can, I will do that. I'll let you guys know. So let's get you guys registered. And again, for those of you who've been with me before, this is the same old rote and verse, but we've got some new folks on and I want them to know how to do this. So you'll notice it says register to bid under all these critters. You can click that under any animal your little heart desires. It makes no difference. That's going to bring up this screen. If you've never registered with Horse Auctions USA before, ever, do not use this stuff up here. You want to go down here to no account, okay? And put in your name, email, pick a password, make sure that's checked, and click continue. If you've been with Horse Auctions USA before, you folks are the one they're going to plunk your email and password in there. If you forgot your password, you can reset it. Every once in a while, the reset password doesn't want to cooperate for some folks, whether it's just, the cyber world just, it just evaporates. I don't know. But for some reason, every once in a while, this doesn't work for people. If that's you, you've forgotten your password, you did this and you waited 15 minutes and nothing came to your email, text me and I'll put my text. It's all over this page. I'll tell it to you now and then I'll put it at the end in the comments. It's 336-904-8903. If you'll text me that you've forgotten your password and the reset isn't working on the email that you use, I will reset your password for you and then you can change it to whatever you want. So, okay, so let me get signed into my bidder account. When you guys do register for your bidder account, this is just kind of a heads up. You do have to put in a credit or a debit card, okay? And there is going to be a $500 pre-authorization placed on that card by Horse Auctions USA. It is not a charge, okay? Not a charge, not a charge. It's just a hold. It's earnest money. It's a hold that's put on those funds until the completion of the auction and that, they've made contact with you and you've paid for your purchases. And then it's going to go away like it was never there, okay? And I know that's a real pain in the rear and I'm really sorry that we have to do that, but we need to make sure that you people who are bidding on the other end are adults over the age of 18, real live people, not some robot thing, because we have scammers that deal with our industry too. And need to make sure you got a payment method. So I hate that we have to do that, but we do. So you will have a card that gets put in. We will put a $500 pre-authorization on it. Your mobile banking will probably send you a notice and it's going to look like a charge. Don't panic. Again, it's never going to complete. If you go in there, it'll just show pending and then it's going to fall off like it was never there. That happens automatically on my end. When it shows on your bank end, it's going to be up to your bank, but it's usually the next business day. Okay, so now that we've covered that, I'm going to sign into my bidder account and bam, here we go. This is how you know you're signed in and that you are signed into an auction that you have registered for. Number one, your name is going to be up here. See where my name is, Bridget, up in the right-hand corner? Number two, my little register to bid prompts have changed and now they say bid, okay? I've had people ask why the bid numbers, like why that's the starting amount. We have to have a default start bid. So like I made the goat start bid on here, 1,000 because this isn't a lot for you to bid on, right? But on individual bidding lots, they're usually 100, 250 or 500. Could an animal start lower than that? Yes, it could. When we're live, it very well could. But ahead of time, I just have to have a default amount. So when we're live tonight, we're going to pretend we're live. You're going to click on the active item, right? And you're going to click view live like this, and we will be active. So instead of this little notice, that'll bring the feed up here, okay? That'll bring up the video feed, and we're off to the races. If you have a hard time following the auctioneer, and I know that applies to a lot of people, please don't panic. What you need to worry, you'll hear what they say about the animals, right? But what you're worried about when the auctioneer is chanting is the dollar amount, and that's my job, is to keep up with him. So I will make this change. This will be what he's asking for, especially on goats and more so on goats than anything else. Their bid increments will change pretty rapidly. And sometimes you'll click in as he's dropped it and asked for less. What I'll generally do is accept your bid, even though I'm going to say, let's say he was asking for 105 and it puts you in at 125. I'll take your bid at 125 so you know you're in, and then I will try to change it manually. And if I can't, I'll just let you know, hey, Jim, I know it says you're 125, but that's you at 105 and so on. Okay. And again, that's something that happens mostly with the goats just because of the speed. And sometimes as I'm changing it, you guys are bidding. So when you're bidding live, and this is very important, let's say you want to bid. So you click once to bid. You see how it says confirm bid? You have to click again to confirm the bid. All right. So right now, as of this very moment, I have not bid yet. Now I've bid, and there's no question. It tells me on the high bidder it's changed to green. There's a few indicators to let you know. So just be aware of that when you're bidding live tonight. Tonight is not going to be a crazy, crazy late night. So, I think most of you will probably be able to stay with us right to the end. However, for those of you that can't watch live tonight, we do have absentee bidding. That's what this little drop down arrow is. I'm going to back out here for a second, and you'll see it next to all of the lots. So if there's something that you wanted to bid on tonight, and you're not going to be able to watch live, you can use that little drop down arrow there to place your bids. Okay. So we're going to do it on the practice lot. And I want you guys to feel like, to go into the practice lot and play with it too if you're new. So you're going to click that drop down arrow, click create a max bid, and then you put in the largest amount that you want to spend. I'm going to use the little one because I want you guys to play with it and knock me out. When you do that, please don't be afraid that the computer is just going to set you in for that maximum amount. You guys just saw me place a maximum of 200 and see how it still says I'm the high bidder at 100. That's because the computer is going to bid on your behalf, and its job is to keep you in the lead for the lowest possible amount. So it's not going to grab your maximum bid right out of the gate, right? It's going to bid just as it needs to keep you in the lead. If you're a successful winning bidder, someone from the office will be calling you tonight, and then you can obviously pick up tonight, or you can pick up tomorrow before noon, between 9 and noon tomorrow. If you need to lay them over longer, you can. There is a per head per day charge for laying over, and the office can tell you specifically what that is. So that's the basics of online bidding, guys. One more thing, very important. If you're here, so if you're an online bidder and you're already a bidder here at Jones, like you're already established at Jones, if you have check writing privileges here already, then yes, you can pick up tonight or tomorrow and pay by check. If you're new to Jones, guys, you're not going to be able to write a check. It's going to be cash or card only. They will not take a check until you've established a buying history here. So just a heads up so everyone's aware of that. Let me change your view back over so that you're looking at the ring. There we go. And make sure that I've answered any questions that have jumped up. Let's see. Jim, good. Joe. Hi, Dwayne. Shipping. I get it. Yeah. We don't have shipping, but I do have a list of shippers. So, if someone, for future reference is in need of shipping, I might very well be able to hook you up. So again, this is Bridget. My cell is 336-904-8903. I'm going to put it in the comments when we're done. Actually, I'm going to put it in the comments right now. You can call or text me if I don't text, or if you call me, I don't answer, shoot me a text. A little something to do with an auction. Surprise, surprise. Okay. Thanks everyone. Again, 8:30 to 9 probable start time on the Livestock. I'll keep you posted. If it looks like it's going to be drastically different, it should not be. Again,